gonna fight till the end. I'm gonna fight till the end.
Hi guys, Steve here from JEC NVG. So just want to go through some do's and don'ts when you're using a night vision device product that you've rented from us. So a bit of a step-by-step guide, whether it's the digital or the analog stuff. So prep before use. What you want to do is install the fresh batteries that we will send out with the actual unit. You want to make sure that you're going to get the maximum use and the maximum benefit from your rental. So make sure that you're using our batteries because they are brand new. When you get the unit, and it will come in a box like that, make sure that you're happy with it, that you agree with our initial assessment that there is no physical damage to it, or if there is any physical damage, it will be noted on the included inspection sheet. What we need you to do is make sure that the protective lens cover, the day cap, is actually on and secure, and always keep that on until you're in a low light condition. So if you're going to be going out for a long op, if you're going to take the NVG with you, make sure it's in a padded case with the lens cover on, so then when you actually come to a position where you need to use a night vision device, you've actually got it. Don't power it on in any bright areas. Never turn the device on in daylight or a brightly lit environments. It can permanently damage the tube, unfortunately. Make sure that you've got your helmet mount fitted securely and that's in place. Again, we will rent helmets and you will also get a relevant helmet mount included with your device, whether it's the helmet mount or the weapon mount. Attach lanyard. You want to make sure that the lanyard's nice and secure. As you can see, this one's dead simple. It goes through a loop that we've attached, and that's Velcro. That'll stick onto your top of your helmet. So if it does get knocked off from the J-arm on the actual helmet mount, it's going to get caught by that. It's not going to hit the floor. Okay, so what you've also got is, depending on the actual unit, you have a focus and a diopter for your eye, and you can actually turn these to actually suit your eye, your vision, and get the best vision and best clarity. You will need to do this in a low light environment. They turn a bit like a camera, so you will need to focus it slightly. If you're using some close-up work, you might need to change it. And then if you're out on patrol or patrolling out from a harbour, whichever way, you might need to adjust it depending on your actual conditions. So check the image, fine tune for your clarity and your contrast. When you're actually moving, move slowly and deliberate. Your peripheral vision is limited, so take your time. It's the first time you're using night vision, it will take you some time to actually adjust to having one eye that can see and one eye that can't. Especially if you're using a monocular, you may or may not be using active aiming. So if you're using active aiming, you might be using a PEQ box with an IR laser. That's got its pros and cons. If you're using passive aiming, what you're going to be using, or you need to be using, is a sight that is night vision compatible. Having an optic that's too bright will cause issues with the actual tube, and you'll get flare out and you won't be able to see. So the really low numbers and low settings on our vortex scopes are designed for night vision use. Scan with your head. Don't just use your eyes. You need to be, full situational awareness, so you need to be scanning. Again, if it's the first time that you've used night vision, you might find that your neck muscles will hurt after a bit. That's where a counterweight will actually come into use. You've done your op, or you're bedding down for night. So power off the device before entering bright light. Switch it off. Again, that's done by the switch on the bottom. Clean the lens if you need to. Use the materials that we provide. These are safe for the actual lenses. And then store it properly. So always keep it, if you're not using it, in the padded case. This keeps it hard. If somebody does drop it, it keeps it away from. So that's the do's and don'ts of using, or the do's and don'ts. The do's, enjoy it. It's there. It will give you a tactile advantage. Let your eyes adjust to the darkness before use. Keep a spare battery on hand. Like I said, we'll send one out. We'll send two out. Use a helmet mount or a stable platform. Attach the lanyard again for safety, and check your environment for light sources before powering on. Don't expose the device to daylight or bright lights while powered on. Don't turn the unit on with the lens caps removed in well-lit areas. That's when we're talking about the day cap. Don't touch the lens with your bare fingers. This will put a fingerprint on and you'll get smudges, and that'll impair the actual clarity. Don't point it at reflective surfaces like a mirror or glass, and I've got to stress this most, don't try and disassemble or tamper with the internals of the actual unit. I hope that's given you a little bit of insight into the do's and don'ts of using night vision. If you've got any questions, please do leave them in the comments.